Yeah, I mean, I think, we're working on our power play every single day as most teams are in terms of small meetings, touch points with players. We haven't been practicing every day together, but thought we saw some good looks tonight. And we just kind of approach it the same way each game, and we've really liked what we've seen so far this season, and they're implementing what we're working together on, and it's one game where we didn't score on the power play, so we'll keep looking at it, keep assessing, and keep trying to get better.
And just quickly for Marie-Philippe, what went through your mind when Kori got that ovation at the beginning of the game?
Yeah, there's no surprise. I think Kori, what she means to the community here, she's done so much since we got here, honestly. Yesterday she was everywhere. She just wants to give back. Honestly, to see that ovation is no surprise there. She means the world to the community, to us, to everybody. So well deserved, and I'm happy we got that win for her.
What was it like for you guys to play with that crowd in front of you?
Obviously, you can't draw so much energy from a crowd like this. The fans were amazing. They were, I believe, cheering for us. At least that's what I heard. But I mean, it was super cool, and the atmosphere. You can see the passion. You can see the love of the game. You could see the community and diversity too in the stands, and I think that was incredible to watch. And obviously, I'm really proud of the game we put on the ice for them, and that it was a close game, shootouts. I don't think you can ask for better, at least from a goalie perspective, because you don't want a 7-6 games. We don't like those, the fans do. But so it was pretty fun to watch. A lot of people got to come home. A lot of people got celebrated, and I hope that we're going to leave an impact on this community as much as they did on us.
And Marie-Philippe, last year you were here for the rivalry series, and you said it was one of your favorite places to play in. What is so special about Halifax?
Well, I think people love hockey, love women's hockey, and to see people showing up tonight for the Victoire, for the Scepters, was something special. Honestly, seeing Kori, Blair, Troy, and Ali getting little ovations there, it's very special. Every time you come to different communities, you cheer for them. You want to show up for them, they show up for us, and we're all in this together, and to see that rink pack is no surprise, because coming here, it's always very special.
Pat Healy from the Laker News. What is your hope that this game will leave the impact on the young girls that were in the crowd? Could be a question for all three of you to answer, whoever wants to take it.
I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, it was amazing to see the young girls and the young boys in the crowd and having our jerseys on and saying our names and wanting our autographs. It's just extremely special. I remember, when I was that age, there weren't any girls teams to play on in Pictou County at that time. And so now that we're seeing so many associations and girls teams traveling from all over Nova Scotia to be here, and I'm sure probably the other Atlantic provinces, as I think I saw a Newfoundland flag somewhere, I think that it's so important for these meaningful moments to happen in hockey and for our sport to continue to grow. And the cool thing is there's females on both benches. There's bench staff that are female. There were officiating staff that were female. And I just think that the sky is the limit, and people and young people can now see that you can make a living doing many different jobs in our sport on the women's side.
Drake Lowther is with Port Hawkesbury Reporter and the Pictou County Advocate. So I guess what do you have to say to those girls in Pictou County that are looking up to you, Blair and Troy, this weekend and throughout all year? Yeah, I think that anything is possible. Coming from a small town, you only can dream about these moments. I can remember when I was probably in grade 5, grade 6, our county, there were 2 back-to-back Stanley Cup champions that came from our town, and so I thought the Stanley Cup came to our town every year, and there was a parade every year, and it hasn't been back since. And so it's just like when you're young, you think that's just something that is so out of reach, and until you get into the spaces of
different hockey communities, working hard. Some of my coaching philosophy over the years has been, work hard like a small province and have the confidence of a big province in some of the teams that I've coached. And that's just the way that we operate as coming from small communities, is you put your head down, you get to work, and you get things done. And I think that, that's quite evident in some of the people who were involved in this game today.
And I guess, how does it feel personally for you to be coaching at the highest level in your home province?
Yeah, it's an honor to be able to be with this team and bring our product to Nova Scotia, and to be able to say that I'm from New Glasgow and that anything can happen if you just work hard and you continue to play. I think that's one of the biggest things that I say to young people is play as long as you can, because if I hadn't have moved to Toronto in 2010 and continued to play in the CWHL, I never would have made the contacts that I needed to make to get into the coaching world that now led me to where I am on this stage today. So play as long as you can, and then, that obviously brings a lot of healthy young people moving into adulthood too. So, I'm just very grateful, very fortunate to be able to do what I love in the province that I'm from.
Just one more. Ann-Renée, after a difficult rivalry series, to make 30-plus saves tonight, how are you feeling?
Yeah, obviously, I think it's this ability to be able to move on and let the things that are in the past, and just try to have an impact in this specific moment. And as a goalie, that's one of the biggest skills, but it's always fun to play behind this team. You always have players you can rely on. There's always people willing to block shots and do the little things that may go unnoticed to most players, but for me, it makes the biggest difference, whether it's the box out, clearing out the rebounds and all those things. So I was really thankful today for all the help I got, and I'm glad that we could get 2 points and a win here for Kori at home. It was truly special, so I'm glad I could contribute, but there's so many people that contribute that go unnoticed. I think as a goalie, we're just more under the lights all the time.
Merci tout le monde. Thank you, everyone.
Merci, thank you.